Ramadan Mubarak to you and your family. I hope this month brings light, mercy, and peace into your heart. Ramadan is a special time of the year. It is a month of fasting, prayer, reflection, and growth. During this month, Muslims around the world wake up early before sunrise, fast during the day, and break their fast at sunset. But Ramadan is not only about staying away from food and drink. It is also about training the heart and the soul. One of the most important lessons of Ramadan is patience. In Arabic, patience is called Sabr. Sabr is a beautiful word with a deep meaning. It is a quiet strength inside us. It is the ability to stay calm, to stay kind, and to stay strong even when things are not easy. Patience is more than waiting. Many people think patience means just waiting for something, waiting for time to pass, waiting for a problem to end, waiting for good news. But real patience is active. It is not lazy or weak. Patience means controlling your emotions. It means choosing the right reaction when you feel upset. It means staying respectful when you feel angry. It means continuing to do good even when you feel tired. Patience is self-discipline. It is emotional control. It is kindness in difficult moments. It is strength that does not shout, but stays steady and calm. During Ramadan, we practice patience every single day. When we fast, we feel hungry. Our stomach feels empty. Sometimes we think about food all day. We smell food in the kitchen and it becomes harder. We feel thirsty, especially on hot days. Our lips feel dry. Our body feels weak. Sometimes we feel tired at work or at school. We may have less energy than usual. In these moments, patience becomes very real. It is not just a word. It is a daily experience. Imagine you are at work. It is the afternoon. You still have a few hours before iftar. You are tired and hungry. A small problem happens. Maybe a colleague speaks in a rude way. Maybe a task feels too heavy. In normal days, you might answer quickly or show your frustration. But during Ramadan, you remember that you are fasting. You remember that fasting is not only from food, but also from anger and bad behavior. So you take a deep breath. You speak softly. You choose calm words. This is patience. Or imagine you are at school. You are trying to focus on your lesson, but your head feels heavy. Your body feels slow. A classmate makes a joke that upsets you. You feel anger rising inside. Sometimes it is not easy to control this feeling, but Ramadan reminds you to pause, to think before speaking, to answer with respect. This small moment becomes a big lesson. You are building emotional strength. Patience while fasting also means being careful with your tongue. When we are hungry, we can become more sensitive. Small things can look bigger than they are. A simple comment can hurt more. A small mistake can feel very annoying. But Ramadan teaches us to protect our words, to avoid shouting, to avoid insulting, to avoid hurting others. We learn that silence can be powerful. We learn that calmness is a form of worship. Patience is also needed at home. Family life is beautiful, but it is not always perfect. During Ramadan, everyone may feel tired before iftar. Maybe your younger brother is noisy. Maybe your sister is in a bad mood. Maybe your parents are stressed because they are preparing food. The house can feel busy and loud. In these moments, patience is very important. Instead of complaining, you can help. Instead of arguing, you can smile. Instead of adding more stress, you can bring peace. Traffic is another test of patience. Before iftar, many people rush to go home. Roads become crowded. Cars move slowly. Some drivers become impatient. They use the horn too much. They may drive in a dangerous way. You are sitting in your car feeling hungry and tired. It would be easy to become angry, but Ramadan reminds you that your fast is precious. Your calmness is more valuable than your speed. So you breathe deeply. You accept the situation. You remember that everyone is also fasting. This is patience in action. Long queues before iftar can also test us. Maybe you are waiting to buy bread or sweets. The line is long. The time is close to sunset. You look at your watch again and again. You feel nervous. What if you are late? What if the food is finished? In these moments, patience is your friend. You stand quietly. You respect others. You understand that everyone has the same goal. Everyone wants to go home and break their fast. Your calm behavior can make the environment better for everyone. Social media can also challenge our patience. During Ramadan, people share opinions, advice, and sometimes strong words. You may read a comment that makes you upset. You may see an argument that pulls you in. It is easy to respond quickly. It is easy to write something angry. But Ramadan teaches us to pause, to ask ourselves, is this helpful? Is this kind? Is this necessary? Sometimes the best answer is no answer. Choosing silence can be a sign of wisdom and patience. Patience is not only about outside situations, it is also about the inner struggle. Every person has habits they want to change. Maybe you want to stop gossiping. Maybe you want to reduce your anger. Maybe you want to pray more regularly. Maybe you want to use your time better. Changing habits is not simple. Sometimes you fail. Sometimes you feel disappointed in yourself. But Ramadan reminds us that growth takes time. Patience with yourself is also important. Sometimes it is not easy to control negative thoughts. When you are tired, your mind can become heavy. You may think about past mistakes. You may worry about the future. You may compare yourself to others. But Ramadan reminds us to protect our hearts. When a negative thought comes, you can gently change it. You can remember something you are grateful for. You can say a small prayer. You can focus on something positive. This is also a form of patience. Avoiding gossip is another example of inner patience. In daily life, people often talk about others. Sometimes it feels normal. Sometimes it feels harmless. But words can hurt. During Ramadan, we try to clean our speech. If someone starts gossiping, you can change the topic. You can stay quiet. You can walk away. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but this small action builds strong character. Reducing anger is one of the biggest challenges. Anger can come suddenly. It can feel like fire inside the chest. During Ramadan, we are invited to cool this fire. When you feel anger, you can stop speaking. You can drink water after iftar and reflect on your behavior. You can ask yourself why you reacted in that way. Every day is a new chance to improve. Patience does not mean you never feel angry. It means you learn how to manage it. The reward of patience is beautiful. When you practice patience, you feel inner peace. Even if the situation around you is difficult, your heart feels stable. You do not feel controlled by every small problem. You feel stronger inside. This strength is quiet but powerful. It makes you more confident and more balanced. Patience also builds strong character. People begin to trust you. They see that you do not react quickly with anger. They see that you think before you speak. They feel safe around you. Your relationships improve. At home, there is more harmony. At work, there is more respect. Among friends, there is more understanding. All of this starts with small moments of patience. Spiritually, patience brings you closer to Allah. When you fast, when you control your tongue, when you forgive others, you are doing it for a higher purpose. You are not just improving your personality, you are growing your soul. Ramadan becomes a training school for life. The lessons you learn during this month can stay with you long after it ends. Take a moment to reflect on your own life. How do you react when you feel tired and hungry? Do you become quiet and calm, or do you become angry and upset? When someone speaks to you in a harsh way, can you answer with kindness? When things do not go as you planned, can you accept them with peace? These are important questions. They help you understand your level of patience. Think about a recent situation that was difficult for you. Maybe it was a small argument. Maybe it was a delay. Maybe it was a disappointment. How did you respond? If you could go back, would you choose a different reaction? Ramadan gives you a new opportunity every day. It tells you that change is possible. It tells you that improvement is always open. What does patience mean in your life? Is it silence? Is it strength? Is it forgiveness? Maybe it is all of these things together. Patience is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of deep control. It is the ability to stay steady when emotions try to push you in different directions. It is the decision to act with wisdom instead of impulse. As the days of Ramadan pass, try to notice your growth. Maybe on the first day you felt very impatient in the afternoon. Maybe you complained about small things. But after a few days, you feel a little calmer. You understand your feelings better. You control your words more carefully. This is progress. Even small progress is valuable. Remember that patience is a journey. Some days will be easier than others. Some days you will feel strong. Other days you will feel weak. This is normal. Do not be too hard on yourself. Be patient with your own heart. Keep trying. Keep learning. Keep asking for strength. Ramadan is a gift. It comes once a year to clean our hearts and to teach us lessons that we may forget during the rest of the year. Patience is one of its greatest lessons. When you practice patience in hunger, in thirst, in stress, in traffic, in family life, and in your inner thoughts, you are building a better version of yourself. May this Ramadan fill your heart with calmness. May it teach you to respond with kindness. May it help you control your anger and increase your understanding. May your Sabr be accepted, and may your heart feel closer to Allah with every passing day of this blessed month.